Good morning, dear children. Today, let's have the revision of our 6th chapter, Introduction to HTML. Do you know what is the full form of HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. And the HTML is a language that is understood by a web browser for composing text and images for a web page. So, simply we can say HTML is a language which we can use for creating simple web pages. And also we can say that HTML is a basic building block for web pages. So by using the HTML language, we can create various web pages. And it is a format that tells the computer how to display a web page. So we can define the total appearance of a web page by using the language HTML. We know that a web page is made up of several elements. The elements consist of the title of the page, headings, text, paragraphs, images, audio, video, etc. So each of these element is called a HTML tag. So an HTML tag is nothing but a label added to the text that is to be shown on the web page. And whenever we are using the HTML tag, it always be enclosed in an angle bracket. We can have two types of HTML tags, container tag and empty tag. Usually the container tags are used in pairs. And the first tag is called the starting tag and second tag is called the ending tag. And whenever we are using the ending tag, we have to place a forward slash in front of the starting tag. And the second type of tag is called empty tag. Empty tags are those tags which do not need the end tag. So in the case of empty tag, it has only opening tag, no closing tags. So we can simply say that container tag has content element between the opening tag and closing tag, and empty tag do not have any content element, it has only opening tag. So these are the two types of tags, container tag and empty tag. Basically there are four basic tags in HTML, which are HTML, head, title and body. The HTML tag is used to tell the web browser that the text contained between the opening tag and closing tag of the HTML is a web page. So, the HTML tag is a container tag which have both opening tag and closing tag. So, whenever we are writing the code for HTML, we should begin with the opening tag of HTML and end with the closing tag of HTML. And our second basic tag name is head. A head tag is used to define the header area of our web page. It is also a container tag, so we have to use the opening tag and closing tag of head. The third tag name is title. A title tag is used to tell the web browser that the text contained between the opening tag and closing tag of title is the text that does not form a part of the web page, which means whatever we are typing in between the opening tag and closing tag of the title tag, it will be shown in the title bar only. And the last tag name is body. A body tag is used to tell the web browser that the text contained between the opening tag and closing tag is to be shown on the web page. So whatever we are typing in between the opening tag and closing tag of body, it will show on the web page. And also in this chapter, we have studied some container tags and empty tags. And the container tags are heading tag, paragraph tag, bold tag, italics tag and underline tag. The heading tag can be used to define various levels of heading. So we can use 6 levels of headings by using the tag name H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. H1 is the highest level of heading and H6 is the least level of heading. Suppose we need to add some paragraph in our web page, we can use the paragraph tag. And this paragraph tag can be considered as both container tag and empty tag, which means that whenever we want to insert a paragraph, we can start the opening tag of paragraph and without ending the paragraph, we can start any other tag. So we can use it as both opening tag and closing tag. And our next type of tags are bold, italics and underline. The bold tag is used to make bold effect to the text. Italics are used for making the text slanted, and suppose we need to put underline under any text, we can use the underline tag. And also we have studied two types of empty tags, line break and horizontal ruler. Suppose we need to insert a new line. we can use the line break. It is an empty tag, so no need of closing tag. We can just use the BR tag for inserting any new line into our web page. And the second type of tag is called horizontal ruler. Horizontal ruler is used when you want to divide our web page into different sections. Now let's discuss how we can create a sample web page by using various tags in HTML. All we know that Notepad is the text editor which we can use for typing the HTML tags. So here we are going to type our HTML tags. Whenever we are starting our HTML tag, it should be start with the opening tag of HTML and the last tag should be the closing tag of HTML. So by using the opening tag of HTML, we are going to tell the web browser that we are going to start a web page. So here I have given the opening tag of HTML. Just after that, we have to define the header area of our web page. So that I have used the opening tag of head. Now let's define the title of our web page. So it will be shown in the title bar of our web page. So whatever we are typing in between the opening tag and closing tag of title, it will be shown on the header. And after giving the closing tag of title, let's give the closing tag for head, because here we are going to wind up the header part of our web page. Okay, so after the title, we have to give the closing tag for head, because for a web page it has two sections, header part and body part. So after closing the header part only, we have to start the body part. Whenever we are using the body tag, we can use two attributes also. First one is BG color, which means the background color of our web page. So here BG color I am giving as yellow. So yellow will be the background color of our web page. So whenever we are giving a value for an attribute, it should be given in double quotes. Our next attribute is text, which means the text color. Here I am giving green. So green will be the color of our text. After that I have closed the angular bracket. After the body tag, we have to give a heading. So for giving the main heading, I am using the heading tag and the level is 1. So I have used the H1 opening tag and H1 closing tag. In between the opening tag and closing tag of H1, we can give the main heading. So here the main heading is computer network. And just after the heading, we can give a horizontal ruler, which means we can divide our web page into two sections here. For that I have given HR. HR is an empty tag, so there is no content element and closing tag after the opening tag of HR. Next we can use the paragraph tag for giving a paragraph about the computer network. So here I have given the opening tag of paragraph. After that I am going to type 2 or 3 sentences about the computer network. Suppose we need to give a line break in between the sentences, we can use the BR tag, which means a line break we can apply in between the paragraph. So line break is an empty tag, so no need of any content element or closing tag after the opening tag of BR. So here I am giving a sentence about the computer network. After the first sentence I am going to give a BR tag. So whatever we are typing after the BR tag, it will display in the next line only. So here I am giving the paragraph tag and also BR tags. We can use the bold tag to give bold effect to some text. Suppose here I want to make the computer network in a bold letter. So just before the computer network I am giving the opening tag of bold, and just after the computer network I am giving the closing tag of bold. So I can give the bold effect to the computer network. And just after the paragraph I am giving an HR tag. Okay, so just giving an HR tag for dividing our web page into next section. So here I am going to give an HR tag. Now let's use the third level of heading tag. Suppose we need to use the third level of heading tag, we have to use the tag called H3. After the H3, we can type the text whatever we need to display in the third level of heading. So here I am just typing the full form of internet, which means the international networking. After the text, I have to give the closing tag of H3. Finally, we can give the closing tag of body and also the closing tag of HTML. We have already studied that we are following the nested tag method in an HTML. So whatever we are starting at beginning, it will be given at the end only. Finally, let's save our web page by clicking on the file save. Once Save As dialog box has appeared, we can give a file name. Whenever we are giving the file name, we have to give .html as the extension. So here I have given network.html, and we can click on save. Before that, let's check the path also, and we have saved it in the desktop. So here we can see this is our web page icon. So by default it is Opera Mini in this computer system. Suppose we need to open in any other web page, we can click on our mouse right button and select the option Open With. Then we can select any one of the web browser and we can open our web page. So this is our web page which we have created now. On the title bar of the web browser, we can see the title, which is computer, and also we can see the contents of the web page here. So this is how we can create a sample web page by using various tags in HTML.